Hey, so I was on my way home from work and I turned on this podcast. And it was really interesting because the caption was "Attention, please," and immediately it grabbed my attention, which ironically is the purpose of this video. Not to grab your attention, but to talk about what this podcast was, which was people's, our society's constant drive to grab attention. That's what the issue is. In marketing, in social media, and everything that you see, marketers are trying to grab your attention. Now, I'm not trying to grab your attention to sell you on anything or even teach you anything. I just found this podcast extremely interesting because it started talking about a number of different things. One thing that really particularly caught my attention was it talked about boredom and how we live in a society now where boredom is just not okay. As soon as you're 1 ounce of boredom, you could be watching a TV show that you even kind of like, and then you immediately go to your phone. It's almost instinctual sometimes. I know it happens to me. I'm sure it happens to you too. Is sometimes you immediately open your phone, you realize you're already in a social media app, and you didn't even think about doing it. Your mind just did it. You become into this default setting where you just are in this boredom state and immediately go to it. Now, what was interesting about this TED Talk, or it's MPR TED radio station, so he kind of takes clips of different TED Talks and interviews that he's done and puts it all into one, sequential topic. And one of the things that was discussed was that how in boredom, there's actually neurological brain waves going on that actually allow your mind to think more critically and to allow your creativeness to come out in a state of boredom. And that happens much less now because our attention spans are so short. Yes, we're still bored sometimes, but we're immediately trying to find the next thing that grabs our attention, and that could be going into social media, watching a video, whatever it is. So the fact that boredom could actually be beneficial for cognitive enhancement was fascinating to me. And then there was also the other side of it, whereas when we are trying to stay focused and then our brain is unable to stay focused for an extended period of time, and it actually talked about mindfulness and meditation and how that can actually help with when you want to stay focused and longer and also less stress, that mindfulness and meditation can help with that. But overall, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I highly recommend maybe on your commute home or tonight if you have time to just take a look. Okay, it's NPR, TED Radio. Check it out. The Attention Please is what the title is called. And it may make you think a little bit more differently about your defaults to when you're bored and going to your phone, and maybe spend a little less time watching videos, which obviously is ironic because if you made it this far, you're watching a video that's online. So anyway, check it out. I thought it was awesome. It was really interesting, the way that your brain works and, companies' constant desire to try and grab your attention. So check it out. You might find it interesting like I did. Have a good one.